Hi, I'm Phil. Welcome back to Almost Machining. Today we're going to pick up where we left off with getting the slow speed grinder set up to where we can actually grind some carbide. We have the backing plate and we have picked up a few of these diamond coated abrasive discs. This one is a 180 grit, so it's pretty rough. We have some other ones that are much finer. We've got a piece of C-channel that we're going to saw, probably cut out some holes to lighten it up a little bit, and we're going to put a tool rest on here. It'll be adjustable, relatively small for the overall area of what this will be, but something more along the lines of just sitting right here in this area for an up and down tilt for holding the wheel. Direction of rotation is this way. So with this isn't what we're going to be using, but it's just an example. We'll be able to hold the plates or the tool bits up against the wheel. Stick with us, watch what we do. Okay, let's start off by picking a spot where we want this to be located on the base. So bring this up about to the front just to get an idea. Want to have about 2 inches on this side. And then if I just place a mark and go ahead and draw a rough cut line. We take this over the saw, get this cut, and carry on with how we're going to lay the rest of this out. We went ahead and did the first cut on this side. Let's see how this other side aligns. Well, it just so happens that the blade broke. So we're going to take care of that. We'll be back. So the saw cut came out okay. We've got just a little bit of a hiccup. We'll have to grind this off by hand later. So I've set this up on the surface grinder. And what I'm wanting to do is grind a slot, just flatten out the top of this bar where the rail is going to be able to ride for pulling it off and putting it back on. So I want these surfaces generally cleaned up. We'll get that started right now. Okay, we've got it up here. Let's get the grinder running. Alright, so we know we're touching off on this side. We have quite a bit to take off of this. This will be a while. That's quite a bit of a dip right there in the center. Maybe I need to rethink this and do a lot of this grinding by hand, kind of bring it down to where it's closer before I put on this machine. I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. Okay, so I did some rough grinding with a handheld, came back on the surface grinder, ground a lot of this roughed out. I've got some spots where I undercut quite a bit, so I'm going to go weld this up really quick. Some of these other spots, bring them up, and then come back and finish it here on the surface grinder. So I've been at this for about 7 hours on and off, and I had to do that aggressive hand grind, and then I welded up some areas right here where I just ended up over grinding with the hand grinder, and then hit this on the surface grinder to get this relatively flat in this area. And then I got to thinking about the next steps as to how I want to do this, and I have cut this little piece here, which will be welded on the back side, this piece here to be welded here, and then the slide plate will go in between these, and I'll use rails over the top to tighten the slide plate down once it's in position, so they can be loosened and it can be pulled out, or other ones can be pushed in, so it's not just limited to one adjustment piece on this side. It can be multiple pieces. So this will have to be ground to fit inside of the gap that I create inside of here, almost like a way, but we'll start on this again tomorrow. So we're going to quickly lay out the hold down clamp spacer bars. There'll be one about this position, another one about right here, and I just need to get a rough length as to where I'm going to cut these guys to, and come back and cut them on the bandsaw, weld them in place. I'll drill the holes, weld them in place, and they'll be used to hold the slide in. So we'll let the Daikin dry. So we've measured across here, and I went ahead and I took 200 thousandths off. This is a good weld on this side and whatever I get on this side. And we'll just cut these two to match along this line. See you at the bandsaw. We're over here at the bandsaw now. I know that's a lot of wind noise. First cut. Second cut. Alright, we'll lay it out for the drill holes. Alright, so we're back over here. Let's get the grinder in a rough position. I could have it all the way forward, which gives me some room on the back side. I can have it all the way back. I'm thinking if it's all the way forward, it'll be our best chance. There are those blocks we just cut. I had one here and one on the back side. I put our vacuum wheel back on. It does clear on the back side. There's nothing back behind there whatsoever. Let me go get the water guard that was on here really quick. So I had brought the old water holder, and it's not going to no. So here it rubs on the ID in the back side back here. I could probably thin some pieces here, but it's probably not worth it to use this whole thing. I just wanted to see what that might look like. But this also wouldn't interfere with the mounting bolts under here whatsoever, if I as long as I keep that on the very front face. Let's get this back off. And if I was to slide this back even to where it was more centrally located, it still doesn't interfere. They're a little long for right now. But that should work just fine. But this is right on that edge, which is about what I wanted.